welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us.
What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Coppin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kaye Boehning with Tomorrow's Pros Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union,
Good morning, Huntsville.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize we were on.
There was a guy where I grew up in Georgetown named Harry Gold. And he had more than a few hairs of gold, by the way. He wasn't doing too bad.
He had golden hair.
But when I looked over at you, Rick, you weren't wearing the hat. For the
I put it here where people could see it.
But here's what happened. You know what I thought of this morning? Harry Gold used to go around. He had a TV commercial, and on the TV commercial, people would point at him and say, "Who is that man?" And then he'd turn around, "I'm Harry Gold of Gold's Department Store." And so I thought I was going to turn to you, Rick, and go, "Who is that man?" "I'm Rick Boehning of 0 Degree."
That's right.
Creations.
I didn't know I was supposed to say that, but thanks.
I know.
I need a cue card or prompter or something.
We need Michelle back over here. We need our intern back. It's been a lot.
She wouldn't have been here yet.
It's been a lot of work. I have to get up and adjust these cameras, and that's a lot of effort for me.
Is it?
These are about control.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I could have one down. When we do,
You could.
we do videos. When I'm interviewing people now, we have a teleprompter. It's really neat, and I thought teleprompters were really expensive. When I was up in North Dakota on ABC television, they had huge cameras with big teleprompters, and they actually have dedicated teleprompter operators. So there is someone that is listening while you're talking, and they speed up or slow down the teleprompter, so you don't have to do it on your own. It's not a continuous same speed scrolling. So as I would talk, so I could talk normally and use normal inflection, and I wouldn't feel rushed. Some of the consumer grade teleprompters, in fact, most of them, you can get them on Amazon for like $100. And all it is you put your camera behind a glass. And it's kind of like a one-way mirror, where you can see out but you can't see in. So the camera can see out, but it doesn't allow anything else to come in other than just the whatever it's focused on, the lens. What's neat is you put your phone down, the glass is tilted, and then the phone or your tablet, everything's reversed, and so it shows up as a mirror and it reflects off that glass. Really cool how it works. The problem is you don't have someone operating it. So I've taught the interviewees how to run the remote for it. So we'll move the camera away where you don't see their hand, and there's actually a scrolling button on that remote. So they're sitting here talking and scrolling with their thumb. It's kind of neat. So we'll get that, Rick. We'll get that.
And then you'll be able to prompt me.
Yes, and I would like for the
your cue, buddy.
I would love
the
for
cattle prod is not working anymore.
It does.
I'm immune
He's kind
now.
of immune.
What I would like is for every word that we say on the show to be completely scripted now.
Every word.
Every single word. So it will sound like we are reading from a book. Rick, how are you today? See, wouldn't that?
I can read a lot faster than that.
No scripting here. We got a great show lined up. Welcome in as we get started on this wonderful Wednesday. Kaye's Wednesday Wisdom coming your way a little bit later in the show. Episode 320 on the very last day of July. There will never again, ever in history, that's how important today is, never again in history will there ever be another July 31st, 2024. Think about that, Rick.
Well, that's
again.
a way deep thought for this early in the morning.
Never again. So here's the inspiration.
What about an alternative universe?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. But
what she meant was an alternate universe.
We're on this planet.
Well,
Kaye.
it depends on what we want to do. You might be on another planet.
We're on this planet at this time, and think about but truly though, here's the inspiration this morning. Think about what you're going to do with this day, and maybe there's some pressures of life that are hitting you this morning. I was just telling you, I'll have a service to go to today, and then another service on Saturday, and then another funeral on Monday. And the weight of that, of just good people in your life that that have departed, it can bring you down a little bit. And I'm not saying it about me, I'm saying about it in general. But there's also joy, because all three of these people knew the Lord, and there's joy in that, and there's joy knowing that they're no longer suffering, that they're now that they're now in peace with the Lord in heaven. But I want you to think about this morning, just the weight of this day. Maybe you're going through something. Maybe there's been some trouble come your way. But just, hold on to faith and know that all things are possible. And I will say this as a believer, that all things are possible when you put your faith in Jesus Christ. And today, just hold on to that hope. Hold on to that promise. And you're going to get through. And sometimes, that tunnel can seem so dark. But have you ever been in a completely dark room, and then somebody just barely opens the door, and that light starts to pour through? And
so then you can't sleep.
Then you can't sleep. That's right. But I think about that a lot, though, and you know what? Just allow that door to open, even if it's just a little bit, and everything's going to work out. So we'll get started with that inspiration this morning as we welcome you in episode 320 here on this wonderful Wednesday. As always, big thank you to Paul Oley of the gallery.
We love you, Paul.
Oh, yes, we do. Your magic touch pulls us through. I still am trying to figure out what that is.
Well, he's got away with them frames. I've gotten several frames from Paul.
It's the magic touch of the frame.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Well,
I've still got one in my house that he needs to frame.
We appreciate you, Paul. Paul Oley, the gallery, for all of your custom framing, photography, and more. It's Paul Oley, the gallery, located 1201 University, right here in the same building that we are. So we appreciate you, Paul. Also, a huge, very special thank you to Elliot Herzlich of Elliot's Jewelers. He's online at elliotsjewelers.com. Schedule your appointment and get your jewelry fix over at Elliot's Jewelers. He's located in the First National Bank building, but you got to set up that appointment to go by and see him. You got some Elliot's on this morning?
I just wondered if she got hers fixed.
Right there.
Okay.
Was that a Elliot's Jewelers
Yep.
fixed? Awesome.
Well, it's Elliot Jewelers ring.
Elliot Jewelers ring, Elliot Jewelers fixed.
I got told to be nicer to my jewelry.
It's good. Your jeweler should not just fix; he should tell you what to do, and that's why Elliot's so good.
This one really hurts when she hits you with it.
I saw the indentions all over your arm and a couple on your cheek there, Rick. So, but a big thank you to Elliot Herzlich, Elliot's Jewelers, online at elliotsjewelers.com, and of course here on this wonderful Wednesday, our friends Kaye and Rick Boehning from Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. They are the early education childhood experts here in Huntsville, and as I will always say and continue to say, our children are thriving. And Caden yesterday is starting to walk. Now, not on his own, not where he can get up and walk, but he will get up, pull himself up, and he's got one of those little, I don't know, what do you call those things? Marshall's here. Marshall knows. He's got the wall. Yeah, it's like a little
Push toy.
like a little walker push toy. So, see, when I think of walker, I think of like the thing with the tennis balls on it, and the little brake handles.
The ones I've got.
Yeah, a couple of those. Rick, you did really good getting up here this morning in that thing.
Thank you.
But no, he has like a little baby walker, and he got up on it. He went across the living room yesterday, and he was so happy. He looked at us and he goes and started going nuts. And so we appreciate that.
You should have been praising him.
Should have been, yeah. But he's learning a lot, and we're so thankful for tomorrow's promise. I want to encourage you, maybe you got a new one on the way, maybe you got a little one, and you're looking for a great place that's going to teach your children to really focus on the awareness of what's around them and this earth and this world. Tomorrow's promise will do that. Braylon, my mom made a comment to me, Kaye, and you'll love this, that Braylon carries on full conversations now. Mm-hmm. And she tells complete stories. And a lot of that is the imagination of the things they learn at Tomorrow's Promise. I mean, it's really spurred her creativity. And I used to sing a song to her when she was, a year old. She could hear, obviously, and knew, but yeah. I didn't think her brain, and she said back the lyrics to me last night after I gave her. I was like, how do you remember that? Because it was some little song that I used to sing, like, I didn't even remember it. She remembered it and started singing it. And I was like, oh, man, I forgot that song. And it was something about, like, I'm your daddy. I love you. You're my darling boogaboo. And then so she looks at me. She goes, you're my daddy. I love you. And then she's like, I'm your darling boogaboo. I was like, how do you remember that song? Haven't sang it to her in like a year. And something in her little brain turned on last night. And she made me keep singing it to her. So for 30 minutes, that was the song over and over. I had that stuck in my head this morning when I woke up.
You didn't sing it to me when I came in.
Didn't. Sorry. You're my boogaboo. All right, it's time to shut the show off. That was very awkward, Rick. Hey, well, let us know that you're out there this morning as we continue on. A lot of folks already joining us across the social media streams. We'd love to hear from you this morning. So please send us a comment, hit the like button, hit share. A new person joining us that has not commented in before. We always love our new visitors. Don Adams was saying amen earlier, I think, to some of the inspiration we were talking about. So, Don, welcome in. It's always exciting. Every morning we usually have one or two new people that are chiming in on the show, and we always love to hear from folks. We'll get to some of those real quick. Jamie Saucier Woodworks joining us. He did our sign back there, and Jamie, appreciate you, my friend. I've got him working on a project for us at church that I want him to do, and I need to get him some more information, but there's an idea that I have, and I know once we're ready to do that, he's going to do a phenomenal job. So if you're looking for custom signage, woodworking, the whole nine, it is Jamie Saucier over at Saucier Woodworks. Kyle Kreiner, the Brisketeer of Huntsville, saying good morning, y'all. Hey, did y'all RSVP for the community dinner?
Yes, we were, I think, the first ones.
So y'all did. You went through the form and RSVP'd. Mm-hmm. I want to make sure y'all are going to. It's August the 15th.
And you confirmed and said thank you for RSVPing.
Perfect. Well, good. Y'all need to be there. So it's going to be good.
I don't know a thing about it.
Well, your wife confirmed it.
It's on my calendar that you look at.
Your calendar.
It's August the 15th as our first
So it's 2 weeks away.
2 weeks away. It's our community dinner over at the Sam Houston Community Room there next to Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. And we want to extend the invitation this morning to all of our audience and our fans of Hello Huntsville. We've had a lot of RSVPs come in already. We open it up to our foundation sponsors and our early adopters first, and now we've opened it up to the general public. And so if you would like to come eat, it's completely free of charge, by the way. Completely free of charge. We are going to have that on August the 15th at 6 o'clock. Brisket, pork butt, the whole fixins, everything. And it'll be a great family time as well. Our foundation sponsors, if they want to have a few words, if they're there, they're more than welcome to. My buddy Joshua Harris from the Oak Ridge Disciple House, he's supported us since day one also. He RSVP'd, and I messaged him. I was like, do you know what you RSVP'd? He's like, yeah, dinner in Huntsville. So I said, you're going to drive 3 hours to come. He's like, well, yeah, I'm planning on it. So he goes, I'm planning on it unless Jesus calls me home first. That's exactly what he said. So we'd love for you to come out and be a part of that. We opened it up to the community, and very easy to RSVP. Just go to hellohuntsvilletx.com/dinner, and you can RSVP today, and we would love for you to be there. Tammy joining us saying good morning. So probably not working yet this morning. Rick, okay.
She doesn't work when she's there, so.
Yeah, is she on the clock right now? She gets paid.
I don't think so.
She gets paid to be like. She gets paid to watch this show.
Actually,
she helps me a lot.
She's a great deal of help.
I know she does.
She helps me over at 0 Degree, too.
I know she does. Tammy, we love you. You know I'm always picking on you. And we're still trying to get her on the show.
Good luck with that.
She's very camera shy.
Yeah, she remember that one time she brought something by to us, and I got her just to peek around the corner, and that was it. So we just got a little sneak peek.
I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with the way she looks.
Tammy, come on to the show. Yeah, Rick.
She's a lot better looking than I am.
So, Tammy, come on sometime. We'd love to have you. Steph Valley joining us this morning all the way. She is down in Steph. Oh, she's in Kingwood with the grandbabies right now.
Oh.
So she told me she was going to get a few days off down there in Kingwood. So, Steph, good to see you this morning from Magnolia Kennel. She was just with us yesterday. Had a great show and enjoyed having Steph on and caught up with her. We also had Kim McLaren of the SBDC, so it was a very fun show. But, Steph, great to see you this morning. Tara Burnett over at Hart's Veterans Museum saying good morning, y'all. Tara, appreciate you. Great to have you on. I wanted to say something real quick because I was thinking about Tara. We had a lady by the name of Roxanne Moss on this show a couple of times, and she was here with us last week as well. She is with the American Legion Sam Houston Post 95. I'm going to tell you, if you've never been out there to the Legion, or the Liege as I like to call it, just sounds cool, the Liege. I'm going to call up Rick. Rick, what are you doing tonight? Let's go to the Liege.
I think that's a great idea.
Let's go to the Liege.
I just recently joined.
You did? Mm-hmm. Awesome.
I need to join.
My grandfather was a World War I vet.
Is that like I think they have like the daughters of the Legion and the sons of the Legion.
Auxiliary.
The auxiliary. So, great organization. They're on 10 acres of property. They got 9 acres they can grow on. And they do have events out there and at that property. And I want to encourage you this morning, if you get a chance, go out there and check out the facility. We're going to be promoting more of what they're doing along with more of our veteran institutions here in Huntsville, but just really cool facility out there.
And they're one of our partners that's really, really helping us with the Unleash Your Imagination events. They're helping all day long. They're cooking. They're doing the cooking, everything. They're
awesome.
Helping.
And so, yeah, it was fun. So I wanted to highlight that when I saw Tara's name this morning. I appreciate Tara's connection, to this community.
And she's getting ready to have the Muster Festival.
It's coming up.
September 7th.
Tara, book your slot. Come on the show and give us some more details on that. We'd love to have you back. A couple more joining us this morning, too. Carolyn Gibson, the grandmother of Huntsville, is on with us. She won a prize last week, came by and picked it up. So, Carolyn, great to see you. And Kyle Kreiner. He said that Tammy's on the witness protection program. She might be. So possibly, Tammy. We won't give that out. Could be.
That's not her real name, by the way.
Yeah, we have no idea. I don't know what her real name is.
I do.
It's on the protection program.
Right.
So Rick carries around special cred. Bring your cred to the Liege.
He carries around special something.
Special.
Like what?
What Kaye was trying to allude to, she was fishing for you to say this. She was trying to say that you carry around special love for his wife, is what she was trying to say.
Oh, well, yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. All right, well, let's take our first break. Continue to let us know that you're out there. Do us a favor, share the broadcast. Hey, today I'm feeling a little generous. I'm going to give away $20 today. $20. And all you got to do, check out that keyword, Rick. What is it today?
It's taters.
We made that keyword because I wanted to hear you say it on Wednesday.
Taters?
It's taters.
Give me some taters.
Taters.
Keyword is taters this week. I think it came from Kyle Kreiner on Monday. He made some comment. So taters is the keyword, and all you got to do is text in taters, T-A-T. That's when you know you're from like down in East Texas, when your keyword's taters on a morning show. Taters along with your name on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line, 936-339-0139. Again, that keyword.
Taters.
Along with your name. Text that in, 936-339-0139. Marshall Altom in studio. We'll be talking about the Piney Woods Business Expo coming up in February. So we are starting to promote that and getting more information out. But we'd love for your business and or organization to be a part of it. We'll talk with Marshall here in just a few moments. As always, our wonderful Wednesdays brought to you by Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Over 25 years of excellence here in Walker County and throughout Huntsville. Again, check them out online, tomorrowspromise.info. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
Here we grow again. Tomorrow's Promise is excited to announce our third location to better serve the families of Walker County and surrounding areas. At Tomorrow's Promise, we are more than just childcare. We pride ourselves on partnering with parents and creating a place where every child is respected, loved, and nurtured in the highest quality environment. See what makes us the perfect fit for your child and their needs. Schedule a tour and learn more about Montessori.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tpms.live for more information. Education you can trust. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted, family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit Radio.
All right, feeling alive at 7:55. Feeling alive, 7:55. You know what's cool about nowadays with cell phones and computers? Everybody's watch is usually, because it's all digital, we're usually all on the same time now. No excuse to not be.
That is nice.
Look, there goes Irma. Look, I just adjusted something that folks missed on the camera. I just got to do that Kaye adjustment there. So, welcome in, Marshall Altom, making his second appearance in this week. Good to see you again, man.
Good seeing you.
How much do I owe you this time? Last time it was, what did I pay last time? I think it was only like 50 cents.
You took me to lunch.
Yeah. I did want to say something real quick. I was going to play a song, but we would have got flagged for copyright. But look who's back again.
It's the double feature.
Yeah. Marshall Mathers back with us today. I was thinking of that. You know, Eminem, Marshall Mathers. I was like, wait a minute. He has the same name as the Marshall Altom. Marshall Mathers, you ain't got nothing on our Marshall here in Huntsville, by the way, buddy. So, Marshall, what's going on, man? What's transpired in the last 48 hours?
Not much. Just working.
So Marshall is here today. We had this on the calendar for a while, representing Walker County Referral Cooperative, which we're all members of, is commonly known as WICRIC. So, Rick's here. It's WICRIC. Walker County Referral Cooperative, great organization, business networking organization, and a lot of great things happening through it. Today, Marshall representing WCRC and the Piney Woods Business Expo that's coming up. And we're getting ready to roll out that order form. Folks they can already start signing up. But, Marshall, tell us some more about this event coming up in February, man.
Yeah, February 8th of 2025. We came on the show last year and talked about it, but wanting to make sure that we did it right and we did right by our sponsors and vendors, we decided the best course of action was to postpone another year to let us fully gear up and be prepared for this. It's kind of fun because I'm getting to wear two hats today. Postcards Magazine is the presenting sponsor of the Piney Woods Business Expo, and so through my part of being with the organization, with WCRC, with my wife's businesses, it's kind of opened up that opportunity. And Postcards is all about community. It's kind of our slogan, community. It's what we do. And so having that business expo where we can interact with the community and also showcase the good and the businesses in our community is a huge part of who we feel like we are. So if kind of aligned perfectly, but on the other side, coming from the WCRC side, it's just we saw the need for it because so many people, there's so many businesses or so many aspects of businesses that people don't know that people do here. And so it's a place to showcase your business, show your product, talk about what you do. Anything you want to do, you can sell within reason. There's stipulations on stuff. We're not a gun show, but you can talk about your products and services if you're a gun specialist or things like that. But we want you to be able to come and showcase your business. If you or your business serve the Piney Woods area, then you're invited to come and be a vendor. So we've got that coming up February 8th of 2025. So it'll be here before you know it.
We're working on finalizing some things on the website, too. Folks will be able to go online, directly order from that order form. For now, though, it doesn't mean that you can't go ahead and request a space. I think we're going to have, at least 100 vendor booths over there. It's going to be at the Fairgrounds, yeah, the Walker County
You've
Fairgrounds.
got us already signed up, don't
yes. We've already got
0 degree and
yes.
and.
Yeah. So we've already got several spots filling up. So we have some sponsorships left. So if you are interested, feel free to contact me or message on the WCRC page or the Piney Woods Business Expo page. I have access to both. And more than happy to tell you what we have available and work with you on either whether you want to be a vendor or a sponsor for the event.
Now, is that going to be free to the public, or will the public have a charge?
So the last time we've talked about it, it was going to be a free event for the public.
I think that's wonderful.
We are wanting to showcase our businesses in our area and that serve our area, and there's no sense to us of making the charges to the people. Yeah. We want people to be able to come in, and if they have a product they can sell, be able to sell and have that as their storefront for that day and have people come to them. Or if you're kind of that more, hey, I've got to come kind of quote you, or I do this kind of stuff. Can I work with you? Kind of business, be able to start filling up your schedule and your appointments.
Awesome. Well, again, February the 8th, 2025, and we want to get the word out as soon as possible. I put the link for those of you that are on social media feeds this morning to the Facebook page, so make sure that you follow the profile. And again, go ahead and mark your calendars today, February the 8th, 2025, the Piney Woods Business Expo out at the Walker County Fairgrounds. There's going to be food out there, too. We're going to have some food vendors, things for the kids. I mean, it's going to be a really fun family day.
And this is a service to the community. This is not a fundraiser.
Correct. So WCRC.
The booth fees are paying for the rental of the fairgrounds.
WCRC is a 501c6 organization, and so we believe in giving back. So we're not looking to profit off this event. Anything we make, we're planning to donate and give back to communities, and so we're still trying to line out who we're looking at donating to, but we want to help the community and help out how we can as WCRC. So that's the intention of the funds raised. We're paying for the facility and then also making donations.
If you're thinking about being there as a vendor, some things that are very effective that work, and Marshall and Kaye, I know y'all piggyback on this as well. Don't just show up and put up a booth and have a flyer. Have something to give away. Do some interactive games that folks can play. Yeah. Do something to where people will engage, and then you can also give them something. You know, back when I had my IT company, I'm like, we can't give away computers, obviously. I mean, we'd be nice if we had that kind of money, but we would do simple stuff. We would give away little bags of candy and always had cookies. And, man, those cookies – our booth was one of the most popular because they knew they'd come to our booth and get candy and cookies. So make sure that you have something to give away.
Yeah, and it can be something applicable to your business. So like Rob mentioned IT, if he wanted to give like a little flash drive away, like with branded flash drive, you can do that. I mean, if you want to have a giveaway, that's great. If you want to sell your stuff, that's great. But having something tangible that person can hold on to that's not just a business card is a great idea because it's more interactive and lets them learn more about your business. It makes them think of you.
This is open, by the way, to the entire community. And, folks, it's not just Huntsville. It's not just Walker County. But, you know, we've got some interest, even maybe some folks from Crockett that serve this area that may come down here and have a few booths as well. So we keep it to that Piney Woods area. We want you to let your friends, your neighbors know about this. It's going to be a really fun day. And you get to learn about businesses. I think that's the coolest part. And, by the way, we're going to interview a lot of the attendees as well. So we'll be there interviewing folks. There'll be folks talking throughout the event. And it's just going to be one of those fun days to bring the family out, learn more about the businesses that serve our community, and just have fun. I think that's what it's going to be about.
We've got some food trucks that we're expecting to be there, and so we're coordinating those. Not going to drop any names yet, but then also planning on having some jump houses. And it's really trying to be a business expo, but also a fun family event where you can come learn more about some businesses as well as do some of your shopping.
This is that one time, Kaye, where you can tell people, like, I want you up in my business. I need you. I need you to be up in my business. Know what I'm doing, right? So, well, Kaye, with Tomorrow's Promise, I mean, you've been here for over 25 years, and you've attended events like this in the past. And, of course, you guys are putting on the Unleash Your Imagination that we'll talk about a little bit more. But just for you as a it's different when you're situated because you're a 501c3, but you still have to run it like a business. So as a business owner for you, how important are these events to get out and to meet people?
Oh, that's, for the first 15, 20 years, I kind of ran in the business and didn't get out in the community much because, I was the bathroom breaker. I was, I helped do the bus run. I did, a lot of things like that. And so in the past 5 years, 6 years, I've kind of pivoted to trying to be more involved in the community and doing more community events. And we started the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, and that networking is huge. Being out in the community and doing things is been very valuable.
Marshall, I love the slogan and appreciate postcards. Karen, your mom, your dad, your whole family. I love it too. It's family-owned business. Same question to you. Y'all are out in the community. You're part of it. How important is it to be involved and engaged?
I mean, it's part of our slogan, community. It's what we do. And so we are a community magazine. And so if we're not out in the community gaining those community interests, then we don't have a business in our eyes, because with the pet pictures, with your grandkid photos, with the 20 questions, with all these things we do, it's our community. It's people in our community. It's people submitting things to us. That's part of the way we have content. Our stories are about the community. And so if we aren't involved in the community, we don't have a business. And so it's incredibly important for us. And so that's one of the reasons why we've kind of stepped out even further, because we want to show, hey, we are here for the community. And especially on a business expo where partnering with WCRC is about business and about community, and it's a really neat group. So having that partnership for the business expo made 1,000% sense for us, because community, it's what we do.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to mention too, the chamber used to have a similar event, and we received a blessing, from the chamber. So we didn't want to make sure that we were stepping on any toes or anything. Definitely not, trying to compete for that. But we are working hand in hand. In fact, thinking about joining the chamber too. Yeah. So, being a part of it, which is great.
WCRC have their application about ready to turn in. So that's been fun trying to fill that out.
I've made the motion. I made the motion at the meeting for that. I forgot who seconded it.
It's not that hard to fill out the application.
I know. It's time consuming.
Did you? On
everything else.
Now, as an ambassador, did you refer WCRC?
I don't think I'm going to take the points.
We'll split them, all right, Marshall? Can you split points?
I don't know.
Rick's in there too, 3 ways it'll go 33, 33,
well, I was
33.
Say, well, I'm on the board of directors, so, I
Oh, yeah, there we go. 4. Okay, that's even easier, 25%.
And then we got Ashley too, so we 10.
There we go. So, well, again, save the date. It's going to be a great day in February. It's going to be coming up real quick, and so
blink it'll be here.
Marshall.
Actually, is there anybody that's in WCRC that's not in the chamber?
I think a couple, but I'm not 1,000% sure.
Yeah, most of the members are. Yeah, and we encourage that too. Being part of your local chamber is so important. And I've always said this: number one, be a part of your local chamber, because there's so many resources there. I think that's so important. And then number 2, get involved with a service organization and another networking group. I think once you get past 3, you're kind of it turns into a full-time job. But definitely the chamber, definitely a service organization, and a networking organization. So for me, it was always be involved in the chamber. It was always be involved in Rotary, and then find one other organization that you can network in as well. And that's, at WCRC. And it's so important to be a part of those. A lot of business owners, I think that's the most critical mistake that they make, is you may have this great idea, but how are you going to sell that idea if people don't even know that it's out there?
Yeah.
And especially in a community like this, in a small business, it's so important for you to be out there, for you to meet people and to network, so people will become aware of what you do. Prime example, I was meeting with the president of Zenner yesterday, a manufacturing company here that does metering. Wonderful organization. So great to have them here, by the way. We're talking about a company with a global presence, 50 employees that they've – and you know what he said that I love this about Huntsville? I said, how's the workforce been for you? He goes, we've had such fantastic employees, from admin professionals down to folks that do such great work in the warehousing for us. They've had just – and I walked through the facility. Everybody was just happy. They enjoyed what they were doing. The president, Rich, was going around patting all of his employees on the back. It was just it was like a feel-good – I was like, this feels like Huntsville, but in a big way, and to have those organizations come into this community is so important. And, here's a guy who, whenever we reached out saying, hey, we'd like to do an interview, I mean, he didn't need to. He said, yeah, now it took a few weeks to get it scheduled because he's busy, but he took 45 minutes out of his busy day yesterday to do that interview and to show us the facility. And that's just really diving in. He talked about community. He goes, yeah, even though we serve globally, we want to be involved in our local communities that we serve. So I think that's so important. And Marshall, you guys do that. Kaye, you do that. Get out there and let people know who you are, not for you, but for your business. And guess what? When you do that, especially if you're a business that has employees, that's going to be a blessing to your employees as well. That keeps the business going, keeps food on their table, and I think it all just works hand in hand for sure. So good stuff. Well, Marshall, what's next on the agenda for you? What's the rest of this week? You going to be on Friday with us again?
I mean, where are you going restaurant-wise?
That's right. Yeah, we got the Billy Cawthon restaurant. And you know what was sad? Kaye last week was prepared to go, and we didn't go last week, Kaye. So we had it lined up last week. We couldn't do it last week, and there was Kaye finally able to make it. Kaye, where would you like to go? Rick's made it before. What would be one of your go-tos, Kaye?
I have several, so
maybe
Billy always decides. So I don't want to take that away from. I don't want to take that away from
Look,
Billy.
He decides, but it's okay for you to make suggestions.
I'll arm twist him tomorrow.
I mean, we've went to. I think one of the best surprises, and Greg Smith has went with us a couple of times too. We went over to Cloud 9. And Greg's like, I didn't even know that they serve. And people in this community don't know that Blaine, yes, he has all these supplements. A lot of folks don't even know they're there. And by the way, he makes a lot of those supplements himself. It's really cool. He has the capsules, does the whole thing himself. So it's really neat. But people didn't know also, not only that they're there, but they also serve lunch over there. And Paul Oley's the one that told me, Linda. And on Fridays, they have this cowboy soup. It's unbelievable. It's just noodles and meat. And you think, man, it's just real basic. It's got a little bit of a bite to it also. When
the school was downtown, I used to go to Blaine's and eat every once in a while.
Once again, just get out and discover some of these local businesses. You know, I was driving through town. I'm thinking about the Piney Woods Business Expo, going back to that. There's so many businesses in this community that I didn't even know existed, and I try to keep up with it. I'm driving by one day. I saw this thing that said the General. I was like, that's the insurance place? You know, but it's not. It's like a training and recovery exercise place, right?
Yep.
And I was like, I didn't even know that they were there. It's a beautiful building, nice logo and everything. I saw a bunch of people. I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
You know, we've had other businesses that have opened up now, just right around the corner. Lux Brand just had their grand opening through the chamber. And, again, that's why it's so important to be a part of the chamber, because you learn about a lot of these businesses, too, that are opening up. So get out, be involved, and save the date, February the 8th, 2025. It's the Piney Woods Business Expo. Marshall, anything else you want to plug while you're here, man? Tell us about the wife's business. Can you plug that, please? My daughter has some of them, by the way.
She's got so we have a company called Sunshine and Rainbows. So she has a hair bow company. She slowed down a little bit because, as you said, Monday we're expecting baby number 3, but
boy number 3.
Yeah, boy number 3. 3 boys.
Hey, I have 3 boys
and a hair bow company. So that's what we joke about. She doesn't have her girl, but making hair bows for everyone else. So, but she is going to be at Fair on the Square. So that's the first Saturday in October. And so, but she's also got a Facebook group. And so she does custom orders. She's done cheer bows for special occasions. She's masterful crafter on that.
Is she going to be at Unleash Your Imagination?
I do not know, because she's pregnant. So she's definitely having a rough time right now. So you're with the bows, selling the bows, and you'll have some in your hair. I know the pricing. It's the changing of the clips to bands to all that stuff that I can't do. So I can sell them, but it's hey, you see what you get. She can change something out right there, and I'm like, I don't even know how you just did that without unraveling everything you've done. So, but she's gonna be at Fair on the Square. So that's her last major event for the year. She normally does Mushroom Festival, but with the due date of October 21st,
yeah, it's coming up.
It's already tight for Fair on the Square. We're not sure if she's even going to make it to then. So
when is Fair on the Square? What month? Is it always?
It's October first Saturday in October.
Yeah. Good night. Yeah, that's all coming up quick. So. Well, I just had a thought, Marshall. Let the beard grow out, like really, like ZZ Top, and then you can put the bows in the beard, and then you can just swing them around like this. I don't know that may scare.
I've seen people put like Christmas ornaments in them and all. I'm like, I don't know. I've grown it out once. I didn't like it. So
how much did you grow it out?
It was about to like here.
Oh, nice.
Like,
did the wife like it?
No. Yeah. She was okay with it when I grew it out, and then when I cut it, she's like, yeah, I didn't like it. And I look back now and I'm like, why'd I do that? I did not like it. So
get a lot of grilled cheese in it, you know. By the way, at least once a year, statistically, 75% of people once a year will eat a grilled cheese. Once a year. So 75%. Okay. Are you a grilled cheeser?
I like them.
All right. There you go. There's your grilled cheese fact of the day, brought to you by Postcards Magazine. Thank you, Marshall. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up with Marshall Altom. Always a pleasure, my friend, to have you on. Appreciate all you do, by the way. Marshall is Marshall won't like this, but I'm going to talk him up. Marshall is such an inspiration to this community, young man that, is a family man. You're taking care of business at home, but you're also out in the community serving. Ambassador of the Year along with Ashley last year through the Chamber. You've won that award before as well, and many other accolades. And you don't do it for you, Marshall. You're just out there doing it, and it's just those things that happen to come with it. And so if you see Marshall around town, give him a pat on the back and tell him how much you appreciate him, because when you think about this community and how it's growing and how people care. There's a lot of folks in this room with Kaye and Rick and Marshall especially too. Let them know that you appreciate them. So we appreciate you, man.
I appreciate that.
Now
Thank
then,
you.
I do have to ask this. I know you got to get through 3, but is there going to be a go for a 4?
I'm okay stopping at 3. Take from that what you will. But no, this pregnancy's been pretty rough on her.
Yeah.
So she's not, before she wanted 2 or 4, not 2 to 4. She wanted 2 or 4, and now she's like, we might be done. She's like, it's been a rough pregnancy for her this time around. So,
well, we'll keep her in our prayers. I know everything's going to work out great, and that's going to be a healthy baby boy when he comes. So,
yes, sir.
One last thing I did want to share. I was thinking about this. I had a friend who they wanted to have a boy. Now, of course, anytime you have it, as a dad, you just want a happy, healthy baby. Mm-hmm. But in the back of your mind, you're like, oh man, that'd be kind of cool, But you never. It's like once the baby comes, you're happy anyways. Well, they had a girl, first child. So they said, okay, we're going to have some more. They had a girl, second child. And he's like, wow, I'd really like a boy. They had a girl, third child. I love my children, but I'd really like a boy. Had a girl, fourth child. I almost want to say had a girl, fifth child, and they're like, okay, it's not in God's plan for us to have, so they stopped. But they went through, it was like 4 or 5 girls.
Yeah.
My uncle has 4 girls. He wanted a boy.
See, there you go. So
carry on the family name kind of thing.
Well, you got Rick over here. You can always bring in Rick for the day. Rick will jump around, jump on the bed. Rick's a kid at heart, Marshall, by the way. If you ever need somebody just come over and play blocks and jump on the bed, you just call Rick. Come over and do it. Yeah, he called. He's like, Rob, my bed's broken again. I jumped on it and it's broken, so I had to go fix it. But I'd put cinder blocks under it. All right, well, we'll take a break. It's getting kind of weird up in here on Good Morning Huntsville. Piney Woods Business Expo. Mark your calendars, February the 8th, 2025. Rick may or may not be there, so we'll see how that goes. We'll take a break. One final opportunity this morning. Again, keyword, it is taters, Taters. Text that in to the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line. That number, 936-339-0139. 0 Degree Creations, by the way, freeze-dried candy, all sorts of goodies, and they are usually out at the farmers market on Saturdays over in the parking lot of McKenzie's Barbecue. Get out there, support these local vendors, especially 0 Degree. Rick is doing a fantastic job keeping things rolling, and man, it is some good stuff. Rick gave us a batch of Skittles, but it's now called Kittles to give away. And it was for Altom in New Waverly won that. And her husband is involved with the VFW here in Huntsville. Well, I made the mistake of, and sometimes it takes her a couple of weeks to come into town to pick up stuff. She's won from us before. I made the mistake of leaving those Skittles at church in a public area. Boy, just one day I walk in and people are just unscrewing, eating the Skittles. I said, what are you going to do? And so I called. I said, hey, you didn't come get those, and those things have been eaten up now. And she's like, all right, so just donate the $20 to the charity. I said, I'll give you $20. So we ended up donating that to a local charity. But if you get the Skittles, eat the Skittles. Come get them because if you win the Skittles, come get the Skittles because someone will eat the Skittles. We'll put it that way. All right, we'll take a brief break. As always, our Wednesdays.
What he's not admitting is it's actually him.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. After a few of them, after more people did, Altom, I'm guilty. I started to eat them too. So
he's the one. Here, you want some?
Yeah.
So I can have it.
Actually, I sold them for 5 cents a piece and made some money on that. It's like the tree that fell in my yard. It wasn't even my tree, and I was going to call the neighbor. He was generous. He paid for 2/3 of the removal cost. I'm sitting there thinking, like, man, I have all of this really nice oak wood. Literally, my whole back fence is cut up oak wood now. It's like, I wonder if he'd like to buy this from me. Selling back the wood. 25 years of excellence here in Huntsville and Walker counties. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools. They are our Wednesday co-host. We appreciate them very much. Check them out online at tomorrowspromise.info. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment. More to come. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Texas. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Here we grow again. Tomorrow's Promise is excited to announce our third location to better serve the families of Walker County and surrounding areas. At Tomorrow's Promise, we are more than just childcare. We pride ourselves on partnering with parents and creating a place where every child is respected, loved, and nurtured in the highest quality environment. See what makes us the perfect fit for your child and their needs. Schedule a tour and learn more about Montessori.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tpms.live for more information. Education you can trust.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here for Elliott's Jewelers. I wanted to take a brief moment to let you know if you're looking for someone in the jewelry business right here in Huntsville, look no further than my good friend Elliott Herslick. He's helped me out time and time again, whether it was that wedding band that I needed a while back or that special ring for Bridget. He's always been there for me. He goes above and beyond. He's also a person who gives back to the local community. I like to do business with those who give back, and that's exactly what Elliott Herslick of Elliott's Jewelers does. Hey, if you feel like you don't know what to do, maybe you don't know where to turn, what to look for, Elliott is the person. Again, it's Elliott's Jewelers. You can visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com for more information. And when you call him, let him know that you heard from his good friend Rob Hipp. Again, it's Rob here for Elliott's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com. The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Hey, how you doing there, Kaye?
I'm great.
Hello, hello. Would you like a little cup of tea? Hello.
Let's see, there will have a bit of spot of bubbly gum.
Bubbly?
Bubbly gum.
How do you like your gum?
Bubbly.
Bubbly. Fizzy? Little bubbly and fizzy. I can't even, my accent's horrible. A little bubbly. How do you like your gum, Kaye?
Fresh.
Laughing and fresh.
She likes fresh gum.
You ever called Rick
Have you
Ricardo?
ever had stale gum?
Oh, yeah, it's not good. You leave it in the truck and it
I
burns
don't
up.
very seldom have gum.
Have you ever called Rick Ricardo?
No.
I try to have fun on the show. And
I
it's
never
like,
call her KO either.
I'm trying to like get
I've
Kaye
called
to-
him Sir Butticus.
Yeah.
What movie was that? That's the one that makes fun of. What is that movie?
What movie? For
It's a
what?
Sir Butticus. It comes from a movie.
Oh, she just made it up.
No, it's in a movie though too.
Yeah.
Never.
I just made
Not
it
one
up.
I heard of.
Ah, Kyle. I know you're still watching, Kyle. You know exactly what that movie is.
You guys watch way too many movies.
Oh, I don't remember what it is. It's one. I can't remember. You know, my brain's completely gone these days. All right, today is National Avocado Day. Are you an avocado fan?
No.
Guacamole?
No.
Not at all?
No.
No, I make them take it off at rodeo.
Weak. It's National Mutt Day.
I'm a Heinz 57.
National Raspberry Cake Day today also.
Yeah.
Raspberry guy?
No.
Raspberry gal?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's National Raspberry Day. Manny from Modern Family, Rico Rodriguez, turning 26 years old today. You know what? Never watched the movie. Never watched the show.
I've never heard of it.
Never watched it. Zach Brown from the Zach Brown Band turns 46 today. Never listened to him. J.K. Rowling, 59 today.
I know who that is.
Is that Harry Potter?
That's Harry Potter.
Is that Harry Potter's mom?
Author.
That's his author. Wesley Snipes. Check this out. The Snipe guy. The Snipe. 62 years old today.
Really?
62 today. Just a reminder, whatever you give him for his birthday, the IRS is going to get half of that, though. So congratulations to him. A couple things you need to know today, and we're going to get to Unleash Your Imagination here in just a few moments. We want to talk about a big event coming up. Elon Musk shared a video claiming voters in Venezuela were stealing ballot boxes, but those ballot boxes turned out to actually be AC units. I don't know if that's real or if it's fake or not. Check this out. McDonald's is coming back. You remember back in the day they had the Golden Arch or the Arch Deluxe? Mm-hmm. Well, they're coming out with the Big Arch. Big Arch. It sounds real kind of the Big Arch. 2 patties, melted cheese, crispy toppings, and a tangy Big Arch sauce. Well,
Okay.
Don't say that word too fast.
I try not to.
Big Arch sauce. I may try that. It actually sounds good.
Not to me.
You're supposed to stay away from McDonald's.
Nah, it's all right. That's why I'm wearing black today because you don't see the.
Well, I noticed the blue. I've gained 15 pounds just sitting here.
Yeah, the black really does work. Her cheeks turned red this morning when I was all. I was like, man, my wife thinks I'm looking good again. You know, it took a while. She thought I looked good again this morning in all black. She always does though. So, Skittles going to try their hand at Skittles fruit snacks.
Are they?
How's that going to go?
I don't know. It depends on what they put in it, whether I can freeze dry it or not.
Applebee's trying to think about how to get you to come back in. Well, we don't have an Applebee's here, but I like Applebee's from time to time.
Yeah, they're blooming in. No, that's not it. That's Outback. Never mind.
They brought back their all-you-can-eat boneless wings, riblets, and double crunch shrimp deals. $15.99. That's not bad. I wish we had an Applebee's here.
Road trip.
Yeah, we need to go.
You don't really have to go that far. Just a little bit south.
Conroe's got one,
Yeah.
right? A couple of other things here. Scientists are checking to see if Ozempic, you've seen the Ozempic commercials before, and similar drugs may actually help to fight off Alzheimer's. That is a huge breakthrough.
Yeah.
We see these kind
I've
of
got a
medical
touch
things.
of it already.
Get you some Ozempic, man. It's could be there. Rumor that Chick-fil-A was going to get rid of their waffle fries. Just a bad rumor, though. That's not true. That would have been devastating.
It would.
To the chicken chain. I love those things.
I do too.
A couple of other things here. Don't care about that. You have to watch some of this kind of stuff. Apple Computer Company has its developers testing out the beta version of the new iOS 18.1. Rick, you'll like this, technology guy, but you're not an Apple fan. I'm not either.
They keep updating my phone.
Apple Intelligence is what it's called now. It's going to offer a suite of AI features that will drastically change Siri, generate emails and images, and sort notifications.
That'd be great.
And finally,
if it works,
we're going to get this in the back of your mind. Today's impossible question. Dun, 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 dun. Less than 40% of us do this every night. What is it? And sleep is not the answer.
Brush your teeth.
Less than 40% of us do this every evening or every night. I would say evening, but every evening or night. What is it? Less than 40%.
Plus.
Could be, Kay. A couple of did you knows while you're thinking about that. Tammy, I know exactly what you're talking about because my dad told me what those initials are. She said, Rick, quit blaming Alzheimer's. It's just CRS. Now, do you know what CRS is? My dad taught me this disease.
Go ahead. Tell me.
Can't remember stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't remember stuff. A couple of did you knows while you're thinking about that question this morning. Nearly 20% of parents say they would rather have a cavity filled than pack their kids' lunches every day. 20% of parents say they'd rather have a cavity filled. What's so hard about packing a lunch?
I don't know. You could make it fun. You could set the paper bag up across the room and throw stuff at it.
And, if they go to Tomorrow's Promise, you don't have to worry about packing lunch.
That's right.
What do you call something when you read it one way and it reads the same way the other way?
Palindrome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's a good one. I never thought about this one. The following palindrome. Here it is. Do geese see God?
Really?
Do geese see God?
I see it.
Palindrome.
That might be the longest one I've heard.
It is. 8% of Americans are afraid of what? 8%.
Are afraid of...
afraid of the dark.
Really?
Afraid of the dark still, yeah.
I'm not.
Over the 10-year lifespan of a shopping cart, it will need to be repaired on average 3 times. 3 times a shopping cart. I was reading some weird stat that said those things go like 20,000 miles before they're completely done. That's a lot of miles on a shopping cart. And think about it. Those things are moving all the time. Shopping carts are moving all the time. Roughly 50% of American homes have a house plant. Y'all have plants in the house?
Mm-hmm.
5 or 6.
It's good to have
They're
them.
dead, but...
All right, Kay, here you go. What's the most popular tattoo for women over 50? Now, that don't, because you're only 40. But once you turn 50, what tattoo are you looking for, Kay?
I'm not looking for any tattoo.
Rose tattoo.
If she's 40, I'm robbing the cradle.
Kay, you need to get a sleeve, a rose sleeve down your arm. The most popular tattoo, rose. 55% of people say dating is impossible in their city, while another 24 saying it's terrifying, and only 12% say it's exciting and fun. Don't have to worry about that. None of us in this studio.
I'm still dating.
I'm dating too.
Okay. Yeah, see here, y'all got the love thing going on. Makes us all feel like we need to step it up. Thank y'all. On a scale of 1 to 10, most of us rate how attractive we are.
Too high.
Rick, 33. Most of us would say 6. So there you go. Going back to today's impossible question, we didn't have any answers come in on the social media. Today's impossible question was less than 40% of us do this every night. What is it? Eat together as a family.
I can see that.
Need to get that number up. Kay, some Wednesday wisdom before we talk about Unleash Your Imagination. What do you got for us today?
Okay.
Wednesday wisdom. Put on your Depends. It's Wednesday.
I wore mine to the studio.
Thanks.
So it doesn't apply to you, but when you're putting on your makeup, you need to
it applies to me?
You need to tell your daughter that you're not trying to look pretty, but you're trying to look special. Because...
You are special, buddy.
All right, sorry, Kate, go ahead.
Because, we're teaching our daughters, I'm always on a diet, or I'm fat, or I'm this or that, and we need to be teaching our daughters that they're beautiful. And they don't have to do things. We don't have any daughters.
In general.
I do. You don't.
But we need to be teaching our young girls that they're beautiful and that they don't have to do all of these things in order to be appreciated or to be seen as pretty. And so if you're, fixing yourself up to go out for a special evening or something, you want to look special.
And what was the word that you said to use?
Special.
Special. Say special. You don't have to say beautiful. You look special. You look fabulous. Fantastic. Can you say fantastic?
Yeah. I want to look special for an event.
I love that. Rick, when you put it on. Here, you want to try real quick?
Well,
this is kind of relaxing.
I don't think I could pull that off.
But nobody thinks about it when a guy puts on a suit and tie. You don't say, I'm going to look handsome.
I did this morning when I was putting on this blouse. Like, man.
He was telling himself how good he looked.
I literally had the thought of the Kool-Aid Man in my head. Oh, yeah. I'm just kidding. I did not.
But, little boys don't have the same issues because
You're
they're
right.
not hearing all the time from their daddies, oh, I'm fat, or I need to dress up and wear my suit and tie, and so I'll be respected. And think little boys don't get that kind of language the same as little girls do.
You're right. No, it's a good thing to think about. And now when I put Braylon to bed, we always say a prayer every night. She thanks the Lord for everything now. Y'all heard the story, didn't you? About what we were going through. Let's just say that she also said, and thank you, Jesus, for, and she said a bodily function. So she was happy about that. I mean, it's just amazing, little children, how they come up with stuff. But she says every name she can think. And it's so cool because she groups the families together now. She'll be like, and thank you, Lord, for, and then it's like a little light bulb goes off. She goes, Uncle Bubba, Aunt Danielle, and Baby Jordan. She'll say the families. And thank you, Lord, for, and then she'll pause and she'll go, It's like, how did she learn It's like, please don't say that
she
word.
Listen to Kaye.
So she'll go, and then she goes, Uncle Ben, Aunt Becky, Zoe, and Brianna. She'll say them real fast. It's like her little brain is computing all this. But then when I put her down, Kaye, after we say our prayer and she's ready to go to bed, and I'll always sit there and I'll tell her, I said, you are smart, you are talented. And when she says all these things, and then she'll go, I'm important. She says that. And I'll tell her, I said, and you're beautiful. And we say all these things. And then I said, and you're going to grow to love mommy and daddy, or you're going to grow to be obedient to mommy and daddy and to love the Lord. So she says all these things. And then she goes, and I always tell her that she's going to grow up and do great things. Mm-hmm. And I say, you're going to grow up and change the world, sweetheart. And she goes, I am, Daddy? I said, yep. It's just the sweetest thing. And parents, it doesn't take much effort at all to do that. But think about the words that you have, kind of tying into Kaye's wisdom. Think about the words that you have and the impact that those words that are so simple are going to carry with your children.
Yeah, they will raise or lower themselves to your expectations. So if you tell your child you're stupid, then that's the worst thing to tell a child.
And and you're 100% right. And it's broke my heart because I've heard parents say that before in public. Mm-hmm. Not saying specifically.
And you wonder
here,
what they're saying in private if they say it in public.
It's just. And even if it's kind of like a joke, I've heard some parents be like, "Oh, you're stupid." And I know that they say it like in a joking manner, but it's not a joke. Like children absorb that and take it with them, and so just be careful with
children
how
don't understand sarcasm like adults do.
Now Kyle's child understands sarcasm because he tells Jordan he dresses like a hobo. So that's understandable with Kyle. Now, if I was Kyle's child, I would know that that's my dad just being dad, joking around. If I was Rick's child,
but his child's also not 2 or 3 years old either.
Yeah.
I mean, his child is
Do you ever tell
teenager.
Rick, you're a hobo?
No.
I've never heard her say that. She said she has called me fat before.
Yeah, but we were talking about that earlier.
PHAT.
PHAT, which means cool, like, man, you fat now, what I'm saying? You fat, man.
Yeah.
Like,
go ahead, say that like her.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I don't see that.
She's not going to say that.
Go ahead. You fat.
All right, well, let's head over. Unleash your imagination. We want to make sure we highlight this. I know we're having fun this morning, but unleashyourimaginationorg. Friends, still time to sponsor this wonderful, wonderful event. It's online at unleashyourimaginationorg for more information. Kaye, tell us about it. We've been talking about it for a couple of months now. We're going to continue until the event. What's going on? What's happening this year?
We're having inflatables out there. You can come out and your child for $10 can bounce around as much as they want, do slides, things like that. They can come and go. They'll get a little wristband. So, you have all day of fun on 10 different inflatables. We're having a car show.
I will have a car there.
In honor of my daddy. If it had wheels and a motor, my dad was all about it. So it's going to be a car show, Jeep show, motorcycles. If it has wheels and a motor. Somebody did ask me if we were having lawnmower races or lawnmowers. So I guess if you want to bring a lawnmower and register, you could do a lawnmower too.
Good old Huntsville tractor pull coming next year.
That's right. We're having he worked on tractors too. was a farmer too. So we're having vendors come out, food trucks. If you are an artisan and you want to display your goods, if you are a nonprofit and you want to come out and talk about your services, please just get a booth. We would love to have you come out and spread the word about what you're doing in the community. Then we're going to close that up at 3 o'clock. And at 6, we're going to open the doors to the main building, and we're going to have Lasso Your Imagination. And that is...
Rob will be the MC.
Yes. We're having barbecue dinner and adult drinks, and 2 different comedians are going to come do...
And it will not be Rick and I, just heads up.
No.
Yeah, well, I will be comic relief.
Absolutely not.
Not you two.
What?
You two will be an addition to what
people
we're having perform.
If we were the
professionals.
comedians, people would not show up.
Yes, we're having professionals come in.
Yeah, people who know how to be funny, Rick, unlike us.
And, of course, there'll be a live auction, silent auction, and dessert auction. We have some wonderful desserts, lots of things that we're auctioning off. And it's all to raise money for the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. We are now sending out almost 1,050 books. As of this morning, it was 1,049 books that we will be sending out next month.
Awesome.
So, and it costs money to do that. So we pay for the mailing of those books, and this event is going to raise the money to pay for the mailing of those books.
It is the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library and the Unleash Your Imagination events coming up in September. Go to unleashyouриmagination.org. Going to be a very fun day, and looking forward to that out at the Walker County Fairgrounds. Tammy, by the way, said, please do not give you any more ideas. Okay. So no more ideas. Although Rick and I...
Oh, she's referring to the tractor pull.
We should have a Do You Think My Tractor's Sexy event, though, and everyone that can bring their tractor, and then you vote on it if it's 0 to 10.
You're going to get me hurt at work.
So
I just want, and they're not violent. They're not violent people.
I want Rick to show up. Do you have a tractor, Rick?
I have a tractor.
So I want Rick to show up with his tractor and then be singing.
Want me to wear a fur bikini?
Please no.
A Chewbacca bikini.
Yeah, with the mask. All right, and our audience has completely left the show today.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, great. UnleashYourImagination.org for more information. In all seriousness, please support this event. There's well over 1,000 books that are going out to children in our community now from 0 to 5. Tomorrow's Promise and the Educational Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit here in Huntsville. And Kaye has a heart for childhood literacy, and it's just amazing what you've done, Kaye. Anytime I think about children now, really, I think of you, and I think about your knowledge, and I brag on you all the time to people in public. I said, well, Kaye knows about this, and Kaye knows about this, and Kaye understands this, and it's because you have put so much passion into learning about childhood development. It's something that it's rubbed off on me, and I love bragging on you to people in town. Whenever I start hearing someone, they'll start saying something about a child. I'm like, well, Kaye actually says this because she studied it. So if you ever have anybody come up and ask you that, that's wise, because I've, sometimes.
Do we need to explain to our audience what happened to her eye?
No, she's National Pirate Day.
That's September 19th.
Is that really?
September 19th is National Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Go jump on your bed. I'm just kidding, Rick.
So the short version of what's going on with my eye is...
Was Rick picked you with his fingernail?
No.
Oh,
I am actually...
she smarted off one too many times.
Gosh. My cornea is disintegrating, and I am... they did a stem cell therapy on my right eye because it was worse, and they're attempting to save my eyesight.
So is it going okay, though?
Won't know till tomorrow when they take it off.
Can I look real quick? No, I'm just kidding.
And then next week I will have the other eye done.
Oh,
so
man. Well, it's going to be all right.
So her patch will be on the other side next week.
Yeah, hopefully it will rejuvenate my cornea so I'll be able to see stuff again.
Well, I know it's a serious, I know Rick and I joke a lot, but this is something serious, and we're definitely praying for you, and we know that you're going to be okay. So, in fact, you're going to come out of this with the eyesight even better than you've ever had. You're going to be able to shoot lasers out of your eyes. It's going to be
She can do that sometimes now.
I am praying that the double vision will go away and that I'll be able to actually read emails and be able to read again.
It'll be great. Like, that back in the day that went viral, the double rainbow. You remember that video?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you will legitimately be able to see, like, a single rainbow won't be a double rainbow anymore.
We actually saw a triple rainbow one time.
Really?
We did.
Remember that?
Yeah.
What? How did that video go? Like, oh, double rainbow. Remember? I forgot how it went, but the guy was just, look at it. Yeah, he was just. I think the guy was like on some of that Colorado juice somewhere. All right, let's head over to the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line. We got a winner chicken dinner, $20 coming somebody's way today. Look, they even get some music.
Oh, music? Oh, it's gone.
When the thunder rolls and the lightning strikes.
Your call has been forwarded.
They sent you to voicemail.
This is the Walker County Federal Credit Union
Fraud
Service.
Fraud Services, Walker County Federal Credit.
Wow.
Why did they call me?
I have no idea.
Hey, someone, we don't do this often. I'm going to do it one more time because the randomizer picked a brand new person that has never won before.
And they didn't answer?
No.
Oh. Sad.
Sorry, it's how I breathe when I get kind of tired. How are you not going to answer your phone? I'm giving away $20.
Why would you text
Your
in?
call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Good. You don't win. You don't answer. You don't win. It's the way it goes. You understand? I'm normally
Third
pretty.
time a charm?
No, they're probably working. You know, normally I'm pretty easy going. Great. What's this guy winning for? It's not you, Kyle. Don't worry. Kyle won the other day. Kyle needs to get his prize. I need to put it together for him.
Is that why you're here, Kyle?
Great.
Oh, thank you for supporting us, Kyle.
You're a little late for the support, Kyle.
Hello, Huntsville.
It's my money and I need it now.
It's my money and I need it now.
Quentin, it's my money and I need it now.
Well, it's my money now, so give it to me now.
Hey, Quentin Williams, how can you work at a bank? How do you always win money on this show, man? I just don't understand. You probably.
I don't know. Money always comes to the bank.
How much do you think you've won from this show? Probably about $150, $200, close to that.
Probably about 150.
About 150.
I've never won that from you.
I don't give you any money.
I know.
Quentin, are you still over at First National?
Yes, sir.
What are you working on today? Just
What am I working on today?
Yeah, what do you do? Is it public information? Can I ask, like, what do you do there? What's your job?
Sure. So I'm the accounts payable specialist here. So I keep the lights on.
Okay. Well, we've sent several invoices, haven't got paid yet. Now they're falsified invoices, but you know, I thought why not? You know,
if you got a contact,
you get past my radar, man.
Yeah. You know, I send out a blanket invoice to about 1,000 people a month for $10, hoping that I'll get 10% of them to pay, but they don't. You know.
I think we can spot it pretty easily nowadays. So, good luck.
Hey, do you have a Cash App or a Venmo?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, send that to me on the text, and we will send you your $20 today, man. How about that? You're going to be able to get a half a gallon of gas over there at 45 and 30. How about that?
You know what? I could use some gas, so that sounds pretty good.
All right. Well, in all seriousness, don't get it there because it'll kill your generator. All right. So
I agree.
All right, brother. Well, have a blessed day, Quentin. And Kay's got a question for you.
What are you thankful for today?
Today, I'm thankful for God's keeping power because the last couple of months have been kind of tough. So being able to make it through it all, I'm grateful for that.
Awesome. Quentin, we appreciate you, man. You've been with us since we almost started, man, and appreciate you and your viewership. And, hey, give us some feedback sometime. If there's anything new you'd like to see on the show, you can let us know, all right, man?
Sounds good.
And Rick and I are going to hang up with this song to you. Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
He's a lot better singer than I am.
All right, brother. Be blessed, man.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
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 Man, I love that guy. You know, he plays the piano, sings, the whole nine. So, a music man.
I do too, but it's just not recognizable tunes.
How about that? He gave us a little, ooh, yeah. Yeah. I want to go over there and hear that. I just want to hear him sing now.
Well, go ahead.
All right. See y'all later. We're shutting this show down. Actually, we're shutting it down because we got to go. Tammy, new ideas coming your way, by the way, brought to you by Kaye Boehning. We'll have those on your desk a little bit later.
That's
today.
right.
Rick, any final thoughts, man? The candy business, what's going on? Where can we find you?
You can find me at 0 degree.
It's pretty cold.
You're going to be at the farmer's market this week.
Somebody will be at the farmer's market. It may not be me, but somebody will be there with my truck.
My dad's friend was from Connecticut. I was just thinking, hey, big guy, you going to be at the farmer's market, big guy?
Big guy?
Big guy, you going to be at the farmer's market?
Never been a big guy.
You going to be at the farmer's market?
Where did your dad grow up at?
No, it was his friend.
Oh.
It's like a Connecticut accent.
Yeah.
You going to be at the farmer's market? You want some Skittles? I don't even know. How would you even say that with an accent?
I have no idea.
Want some Skittles, big guy?
I say it with a Texas accent.
The lisp comes out on that. Hey, Kaye, you want some Skittles? Some Skittles? We had a guy back in the day where I used to go to church in Georgetown. He's a worship leader. His name is Donnie Kittles. He's a great man. And, man, this dude, he'd get up there, you'd think there's no way this guy could sing. He'd get up there, that guy would sing. He could sing gospel like none other. They'd be singing, oh, and I was like, Donnie Kittles, jamming out. Donnie Kittles, 0 degree candy, big guy. All right, Kay, final comments before we go. I'm running out of stuff here. What do you got for us?
Speak positively to your child. And
see, that's where the comes from.
Speak.
That's why Braylon does it.
Well, he threw me under the bus. I wasn't expecting anything.
All right.
You know, that's kind of a verbal placeholder.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Speak positive to your children.
And your wife.
And if you listen to K-Love,
speak
job. Positive and encouraging K-Love.
Yeah. They will raise or lower themselves according to your expectations, so expect a lot from them.
I do have some semi-breaking news. Coming soon. We did receive our construction permit for Spirit Radio. That has been a very long, drawn-out process. KHSP LP.
KHSP.
Congratulations.
So we're looking forward to that. It's going to be, it's still though, probably a few months before we actually get on the air. But we are looking forward. You can download the Spirit Radio FM app right now. Many of you are listening on the app, by the way, right now. But soon you will be able to get in your car throughout Huntsville. It's low power, so it's not going to go all over. And it is a non-commercial station, so we're not going to have regular advertisements. We will have underwriting opportunities to help support the station, but it's going to be a great ministry. You know, one of the passions that I had when we came back was getting – we knew that this window was going to open to be able to apply. And so we formed the nonprofit, Spirit Media. It's a 501c3. And the thing that was put on my heart, Rick and Kay, was, you know, we're going to be able to reach folks that are incarcerated and hopefully give not only just this community, but folks literally behind the wall. Excuse me. Give them some hope and encouragement because, you know, people make mistakes, but I you know, there's some things that I'm like, you don't really deserve a second chance. There's some crimes that I think you need to be locked up. But the majority of them, give them a second chance, you know. And let me go back on that. I think everybody, you know, there's some crimes that, yeah, you're going to stay in, you need to stay in jail. But even people that have committed some of the most heinous crimes deserve that second chance at finding redemption. And that's going to be in a relationship with the Lord.
Yeah, well, the thief on the cross he got spend eternity with Jesus, but he didn't get out of the punishment that he deserved.
So we want to bring hope and encouragement, not only this community, but we just have a heart for people that are, especially going over there and touring with our HLI class, it just solidified that feeling of like, you know, these guys need some hope and encouragement. And, you know, part of what the TDCJ does, rehabilitation. It's getting guys ready to get acclimated back into the communities and trying to make sure that they live a fulfilling life where they're not going to go out and commit these crimes again. A lot of it's drug-related and, you know, some of those type of things, but there are some pretty violent offenders in there. But you know what? Even those guys deserve to hear a message of hope, and that's what we want to bring.
Sometimes the only way God can get a hold of you is if you're forced to stop.
Yep. So
don't make God force you to stop before he gets a hold of you.
That's how we'll end it today. A little bit more encouragement, but excited, thankful to this community for your prayers. Something it's caused a lot of anxiety for me, but I've also learned don't be anxious. It's you know, trust in the Lord and everything will work out. So we're thankful. We're looking forward to it, and please keep those prayers coming because they do work. So that'll wrap it up. Fun Wednesday, wisdom. Check out Tomorrow's Promise online, tomorrowspromise.info. And, hey, if you know you got a baby on the way and you need a place, go ahead and call them now and get that baby ready.
We usually have a waiting list for a baby room. So, yes, if you're pregnant now, come text her.
Have you ever had people call like, we're thinking about getting pregnant? Can we go ahead and...
No, but I have had people, as soon as they found out they were pregnant, come and make sure that they were on our list.
Has there anybody ever like stuffed a bag of flour in their shirt and then walked in like, oh, we're pregnant? But see, they were tricking you. Like, we need to get on the waiting list, but they really weren't pregnant yet.
No.
Okay. All right.
And go sign up for Unleash Your Imagination.
UnleashYourImagination.org. That'll wrap it up. We'll be back at it tomorrow on a Thankful Thursday. Deborah Wyan joining us, along with Jason Bay. Deborah is the children's pastor at First Baptist, and we're going to be talking about a really cool block party event coming up on Friday. So make sure to join us again tomorrow. We'll have more hope and encouragement and inspiration, and then we will wrap up the show on Friday with Billy Cawthon of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Billy joining us on Friday as he always does, and we will wrap up the show with Monty Robinson. He is the new director of the Good Shepherd Mission. So if you guys are out and about and want to come hang out, anyone's always welcome here at the show. Kyle Kreiner coming in today as well, so you can come hang out with us in the studio if you'd like. That'll wrap it up. We'll be back tomorrow at 7:30. Until then, we love you, Huntsville. I end every show reminding you we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're really not. We do need each other. Please provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Until next time, good morning and God bless. We'll see you on the other side.